Hey guys, good afternoon. My name is Volkert, and in this video I'm exactly going to show you what to do during this upcoming Black Friday. It's around the corner, to make sure you don't miss out on any conversions, don't miss out on any profit, but more importantly, are able to scale and grow your business like it should be. And well, below this video you can find this whole guide as well, so you can read through it. This will walk you through this guide together with you and go over all the little nuggets, all the little pieces of information I've learned by creating over 12,000 ad creatives with my team in the last few years, being in e-com and being in advertising for over 6 years by now, and spending well over 15 million on ads. And to start with that, I want to make it really clear to you that Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the whole Q4 season in general, but specifically that week, it's a retention season. It's not an acquisition season. And by saying that, I'm not saying that you will not be generating or acquiring any new customers, but the big conversions will be in those people that already are aware of your solutions, are aware of probably already your product and already your customers. Converting those unaware people or people that are just entering the problem aware phase are a little bit less likely to convert during the season. Why? People are hammered with ads and they're just looking at a good deal. But if they barely know that they have the problem and you need to still educate them on that problem, you probably don't get the attention span from them to convert them into a buyer. So focus in all your creatives, in all your messaging, in all your offering to convert people that might be on the verge of buying, to help them buy during this season. And as a result, it makes that creative is not your most important aspect during your Black Friday season. Even though I own a creative advertising agency, your creative is not going to make the difference. It's not going to enable you to scale. It's not enabling you to acquire new customers. It is just a messaging board. Because again, people are hammered with ads. Your CPMs can be double compared to that will be now. The attention span will be shorter than ever during those 2-3 weeks, because again, people are spammed with ads and they're waiting for the best offer to find, and there's a limited time to scale. So all the time and investment you put in those creatives they have a limited time that they can give you any results or any great performance as well. So all the time you put in there has a limited yield in terms of returns you can generate. But what should be your focus then? It's focusing on your offer and on your retention strategy. What do I mean by focusing on your offer? I mean focus over 80% of this. What are great offers? It's not per se slamming a 50% discount. Actually, in my opinion, discounts are the most weak Black Friday, Cyber Monday strategy. Because in most cases, they dilute your brand. They show to people that you are they're maybe even overcharging if you can give up to like 70-80%. So what I prefer and what I recommend our clients is to look at more gifting or unique offers you can build. And of course, the bigger your timeline, the more unique they can be. But a few amazing things you can think of are things like a limited edition for free during a specific time frame on a specific value piece. I saw a great example last week on an ad where people gave a free, there was a tea brand and they were selling a product they never sold. They were selling like a teapot as a limited edition only during Black Friday once you reach a certain threshold. Think about one-off goodies, think about buy one, get one free, which is normally a better offer than giving a discount if your brand allows this. And next to those offers, think about your email and remarketing, because that's the places where you'll be really focusing and generating the results as well. How does it look like? Think about how many emails. Think about your copy. Write those emails. Prep them. Create your funnels. Think about different offers you can maybe give to different people, instead of thinking of hours and hours about the creatives you're going to make here. Next to that, when you're thinking about that strategy, extend your horizon. Yes, it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which is a 4-day time window, but don't rely on only those 4 days. Start early by early promotions. Maybe you can get rid of some old stock already by giving great discounts, because over the years you see brands are starting earlier and earlier and earlier on Black Friday. I think now the official Black Friday starting date is almost the 1st of November instead of the 28th, 29th of November. Why? Brands see that they are doing better when they launch early because they don't have the high CPMs, they don't have the competition, but a lot of people are already willing to buy as long as it's a great offer. And as a result, they overcome the risk of being slammed and just hidden in the madness people have in their inboxes and on their feeds during Black Friday. And before we really go into which creatives and what to do on Black Friday to still give you the great nuggets in this video, I just want to remind yourself that Black Friday is not for every brand. And what do I mean with this? Black Friday is a great moment for brands that can that need to have people in the door and then have them as a lifetime client, or at least have a high chance of reselling products to them. So if you have a product that has a high returning customer rate, think about like 30 to 50%, or some sort of subscription, Black Friday is absolutely your season of the year. Why? Because you are using this Black Friday period, you are acquiring all those new customers. They start using your product, maybe with a discount or some sort of reason to take the jump now. But because they did that, you're basically, giving that discount now as a cost of acquisition, but you will just, be able to harvest the weeds the years to come. Another reason that can be to run, you can use to run Black Friday is when you have some sort of stock issues or like a high stock or a lot of cash that's inside your stock that you need to get out of there because you need to have a next season or a next round or a new type of model you want to launch. It's not per se the best for your brand, but sometimes businesses make those mistakes and that's not a problem, but then use Black Friday to just get rid of that. And the third reason to do Black Friday is if you have any old pieces, think about phone cases, and you need to get rid of the iPhone 8 cases, or you have one piece that you launched over the year that's just not selling that well. Use Black Friday to get rid of those. Give them away for free. If it's, for example, a certain piece that was not selling as well, or give like a 80% discount on those specific brands, those specific SKUs or products, and use those specifically for early access or additional benefits. If your brand is not one of those things, so there's no high cash reserves that are stuck in your stock, you don't have any SKUs that you need to get rid of, and your customers just buy it once. Think about a couch. I just don't really understand why a lot of those couch brands or sofa brands are selling on Black Friday with like 50% discounts, giving away all their margin, if it's not for those reasons. Most brands do this, or companies do this, because they need to get rid of the stock. They need to get their money in to get the stock for next year. If that's the case, use Black Friday. If that's not the case, just let it pass. You're not wasting or don't have any missed opportunities. And lastly, I already mentioned this shortly, but don't do Black Friday discounts with one-time purchases, because this will just dilute your brand for 12 months. So maybe you get a lot of conversions now, but you will be basically harming your brand for the next 12 months, because people know there are you get in this trap of endless promotions, because people know that there are promotions, so they know that there's some sort of room, and they will just, you need to fight again to collect all those new people and to build up the trust again. So how should it look like in terms of timeline? How should your Black Friday weeks, or basically your November month, look like? I will give you a rough outline for the first 3 weeks. And with those 3 weeks, you can still start today, and you can also just jump in that later, if you're watching this later, up till Black Friday. So if we're about 3 weeks out, you will probably see your ROAS dropping a little. So maybe you normally run a ROAS of 3, now you will be dropping to 2.5. This has two main reasons. One, CPM has already started to increase a little, because more brands are launching sort of acquisition campaigns to fill up their funnels. This is more for the really, really big brands. And secondly, people started to wait. So maybe your CPMs, cost per clicks, are all the same. Your conversion rate will just drop, because people will keep their money in their pockets, because they know there's this season of high conversion or high deals is coming, and they just want to have the cash for that specific week. So don't panic. Don't scale budgets back too aggressively, because that will be showing you, or you're showing the platforms that way, that you're not willing to spend as well, which can harm your performance when you want to spend it. So start to consolidate your ad account, aka minimizing the number of campaigns you're running, combining winning ad sets into bigger Advanced Plus campaigns, and start running maybe a pre-sale with your old products you need to get rid of, and slowly start incorporating a VIP or a lead campaign to start collecting leads that you can use during Black Friday, so you're a little bit less dependent on the ad platforms during Black Friday. Because a big problem during the Black Friday days is that brands cannot spend the money they want to spend. So they set these really high targets, high expectations, but they are just not able to spend that 20, 30, 40K on those specific days. And as a result, they're not generating the results they want. If you really want to have those high numbers, make sure you spend the budget early, so you can collect those leads and use those leads during the Black Friday weekend specifically. For that reason, if we are 2 weeks out, so basically the week before the week of Black Friday, it's the week to start collecting those leads. Pre-sales, or sign up for the VIP pre-sale, where you can spend between 20 and 40% of your ad budget you won't be normally spending in a day to collect leads. A really important part here is the cost per lead. Those shouldn't be too high. So we recommend you're running on a landing page, so don't use those Facebook lead forms. Why? People are normally using like a shitty email address for their Facebook. As a result, you're also going to send those emails to that specific email address. So use a landing page where people can sign up and start aiming for $1 or €1 cost per lead. As a result, because of this €1, $1, you will still be able to make a decent amount of profit when you start emailing them without needing to have like a conversion rate of 10%. You can still figure it out with like a 3 to 4% conversion rate, which will probably be a healthy conversion rate from your emails. So then we come to the week everything will happen. It's the week of Black Friday and the Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend itself. Depending on the strategy you chose, I recommend running a VIP sale on the Sunday or the Monday of Black Friday, so the week before. So you can start sending the emails to your VIP list and give those people a specific or a special benefit to buy on that specific day. And the reason we're doing this is not because we want to give people priority on the day. The reason we do this is because it gives us more or less budget for the Black Friday week itself. Because we need to set up the budgets up front. Because let's say we start on a €1,000 a day budget, if we're taking it easy, and we say to ourselves, okay, if it performs, we will spend to 10K a day. Your timeline on Black Friday and the Black Friday weeks is too short to scale up to that number. Facebook will not be able to deploy the budget, and you will be stuck at this 2K a day mark. If you're willing to spend 10K, you need to start on 10K already, the day. So that week before, and specifically that VIP sale, will enable you to show you how much risk you can take. Because if you're selling a ton already on that day, you basically made a lot of profit already, and you can use that profit as your risk during the Black Friday week, where you will probably be acquiring a little bit more colder people and be competing on a wider scale because you're spending more on ads. On that VIP sale, you're not running any ads, you're only focusing on email and maybe on your socials or other channels you're running. But don't focus this on ads or any paid media. After that pre-sale, you can do two things. One, you can close your doors again and wait till Black Friday, or you can, the day after that, turn it into your Black Friday week and start running ads and everything from there with maybe a specific promotion and basically the promotion you'll be running for the whole week. If you are doing a week, I recommend thinking about ways to regain the interest from people. So how can we launch something on Thursday that brings people in again? What can we put in on Saturday to bring in people again? One, this can be a different discount. One, this can be a new product, or some reason people are like, now I'm actually willing to take the jump. And especially during this period, don't hesitate to email a lot. I hear so many brands, I should email 1 time a day. I see brands emailing 10 times a day. I would recommend at least 3 times a day, the whole week. That way you are make sure you keep having the touch points with people. People just need to be reminded in most cases. And then during the Black Friday day itself, the Saturday afterwards, the Sunday and the Cyber Monday, don't change anything in your campaigns. Keep them running. Don't launch a Cyber Monday campaign. Just run one Black Friday weekend ad. Because if you're going to change anything in your ad campaigns, it will go into a learning phase again, and it will be hard to get the traction and get it out of there. So it will be hard for the campaign and the whole ad itself to really stretch its legs and generate results for you. So if you want to do any sort of last call or Cyber Monday ads, just launch a few additional ads specifically on Cyber Monday next to your other campaigns, and run those only to people that have been viewing at least 25% of your videos, your engaged people, and all your website visitors, and maybe exclude your customers that already bought in the last few days. Those people will be there for you to accelerate and to start generating results for you again. Also, don't build out the budget anymore. Don't tweak the budget too much if it's not needed. You can only go down in budget. Going up in budget is really hard. So if something is not performing, first switch off the ads instead of starting to tweak budgets and separating ads, everything. In terms of creative, basically the reason for this whole video, I'm going to make it easy for you. So I only wrote down 4 ad concepts you can think of. That's basically all you need to do, and depending on your budget, you can hire and hire and hire. So the easiest strategy for Black Friday creatives is to use your winning ads and then an overlay on there. Just add a big badge where you say Black Friday deal and a discount. Or it can be a big banner on the top, and that's basically the only thing you want to use there. Take the winners from your last about 6 months there. This way, you know the creative is working. You're just adding an additional scarcity layer. I did add a few examples. I will just show you one in this quick video to show you what you can think of. So, for example, let me put myself on this aside. This video, it's a winning video from them. Let me mute it. It's a winning video from them, and they just put this banner on top with the big discount announcement. That's it. You see that actually that's a winner because there's no proper overlay, whatever. This is already running on today. It's the 14th of November for 10 days or 11 days. So this is like a brand that's running for longer than only the Black Friday weekend. This is an easy way. So if you're a little bit late to the party or you don't have the capacities or the funds to really invest in Black Friday, use this strategy. But even if you're a big brand and you already run a ton of ad creatives, start incorporating this as well. It's just an easy way to unlock more creatives and remove a lot of risk from your Black Friday period as well. Creative style number 2 is the UGC with a promo announcement. This is basically focusing on communicating the promo. So you focus a lot on this is the time to buy, this is the discount, we never do a discount, the highest discount of the year, the higher promotion of the year. Focus on a lot of scarcity so you can really tell the story, how much inventory you have, what happens if you run out of inventory, all those type of things, and make sure you include the products that are inside those seasons or inside the sale as well. So what does it apply to, and how do you need to get the discount if there's any discount code or whatsoever. It should be about a 20 to 30 second video, straight to the point, straight call to action. I again added 3 examples for you. Just take your time to take a look at this. It's just a UGC video, but then pitching specifically on the promo. You need to put a little bit of brief in this for the creators. Don't let the creators freestyle too much on this, because if you let them freestyle, they will just give you the wrong message. One little hack that we do often for this UGC, it's taking the winners or the winner creators of the year and let them make the video, because they already have some authority. So people remind them or remember them for your brand. So that way you can create scripts like, hey, this is my best purchase of the year, to create a little bit of a more authentic feel around it as well. Then style number 3, it's, I would say, the second layer of easiness. So top one as easy as the overlay. This is number 2. It's the only real new thing we'll be developing next to UGC. It's just having easy promo ads. A big announcement, 50% off or buy one, get one free, Black Friday deal and your brand name. That's it. Or maybe a picture with a big overlay. Keep it easy, keep it simple. I included 2 Canva templates for you here as well. They're from another great editor we found. So big props to him. But these are easy. Fast to make. If you're late to the party, choose for these. If you're a founder or a team that's quite willing to go out there and just show your face, so for those who really dare to do it, I would highly recommend using the team and the founder as the people in those videos. So make company announcements, make them a little bit more creative, and show them what you did, why you do it, what's the Christmas vibe, or what's the gifting season, and tell the story from a founder perspective. This is a great way to build additional trust and even accelerate your brand, and that can be really scalable as well. For more inspiration as well, I added a swipe file with about 50 creatives that you can just go through to find inspiration of what you can do. There are examples of the ones above, but there are also some other styles that are not per se in one pocket, but can just be an additional add-on. But now, what should we make and how much should we make? For that, I made a little checklist. And I will just go there. I will just take the highlights from this so you can go it to yourself as well. The most important thing for every sale campaign or any promotional campaign is run them on 1-day click. People need to see the ad, click on the ad, and buy. Don't do a 7-day click window because you don't have the time to optimize. You don't have the time to get the learnings from that. You need to have it in 1 day, otherwise those people are not for this specific season. Secondly, is don't run more than 50 ad creatives. Unless you maybe have like 100,000 euros or dollars ad budget or 50,000 euros ad budget a day, then run more, but stick to about 50. Why? Otherwise you will have way too many ad creatives in your ad account to even get the budget distributed correctly, and you can also no longer optimize them as well. So stick to about 50, and you don't need to make too many different hooks. Just make one version of every creative you make and just make 50 pieces. During the Black Friday week, make sure you keep increasing your budget on your always on campaigns as well, since those will also get a great uplift during that week. And make sure you define your budgets up front. Like I already mentioned, it's hard to raise budgets during the specific days. You need to do this up front, otherwise you will not be able to increase the budgets anymore. Make sure you always run ABO, so you can split out the campaign or with different ad sets based on the type of creative. So you put statics with statics, you put founder stories with founder stories, and you put UGCs with UGCs. This way you can make sure every type of content gets the budget it deserves. Sometimes videos can suck up quite some budget if there are also statics in there, where probably statics will get a lower CPM. So during this period, it's short, there's no time to get learnings across the campaign. It's a great way to make sure everything gets the budget it needs, and you can still tweak manually what's getting the budget, what needs more budget, and what needs to be killed as well. Don't adjust any budgets in the morning. So if you look at your ads or at your back end at 11, it's still not doing great. Don't start pushing down your budgets, because once you go down in budget, you cannot go up again. Wait till at least 2-3 p.m. before you really start to scale down if it's needed, because performance is not there. You can include some bid caps, but that can also be the risk that your ads will not be spending if it's not be able to deliver it. So I would not recommend that for this. And make sure you schedule your campaign on time, because there's so many ads going live. Nowadays it's a little bit less than back in the day, but reviewing from Meta can take a little bit longer, same on TikTok. So we always recommend make sure it's at least live 3 days before the specific campaign needs to go live. And then lastly, if you're looking at this and it's like 4 days out or 10 days out or less from Black Friday, don't stress. Maybe you're a little bit late to the party, so really think about, do you really need to do this with your brand? And if you do, keep it easy. Focus on the batches, the creatives with the ads with batches on your winning creatives, and on the big announcement creatives as well. And if you don't spend more than 300 euros a day in the last few months, don't even consider Black Friday at this time frame for your brand. Maybe next year, focus is on the fundamentals of your brand. Black Friday is not going to make the difference for you this year. If you really need help, have any questions, just drop me a message on LinkedIn, Volkert van der Spek, or on Twitter, and I'm more than happy to help you. For now, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.